Hi, Corey here with Gas Automotive, and today we're going to be working on this Ford 460. It came out of a 1978 Ford F150. It was a camper edition, so apparently it came with a 460 big block and a C6 transmission. I was told it was a low kilometer engine. We'll see how that is. Today I'm going to take it and tear it down to the short block and just inspect it and see how it is. Is it low kilometers? Is it savable? Is it going to take more work? And hopefully we can reuse it, clean it all back up and put it back together and get it back in the vehicle and hopefully running. So today I'll be tearing it all down, and I'll start by first taking the fan off, taking the distributor out, probably intake, valve covers, working my way downwards to the head, taking all the stuff off the front. But the very first thing I'll start with is emptying the oil. Alright. Who knows when the last time this thing had an oil change is, so we'll see what the oil looks like when she comes out. Oh, that's not too good of a sign already. Look at that. Oh boy. Well, we'll have to see how that turns out. As you can see here, it is coming out a pretty thick sludge. So we'll have to see what's in there. So other than that, while we let that slowly drain away, we'll go back to taking apart other things. First take off the fan. I'll loosen them all up first before I start taking them out. Sometimes you start taking one out, and if it's too long, you can't get it all the way out without loosening the rest of the bolts to go with it. Oil is still slowly oozing out. Well, we're lucky. These ones are short enough that they'll come out one at a time, so. Alright, next I'll take out the distributor. Not really going to care about the firing order, the spark plug wires, or where they go. All that stuff's going to be getting changed out anyways. I will probably not be using this distributor. I will be upgrading a few things. I want to upgrade the intake to something nicer, put a new carburetor on it, and probably a new distributor as well. The vehicle at the moment was running on propane only, and I'm not as interested in that. I want to do propane and gasoline, the option of having dual fuels. If you look in here, even though before I started to tear this engine down, I had it outside and a couple good cans of engine degreaser and a whole bunch of scrubbing to get it this clean, and even after washing it all off, there's still tons of debris and little bits of stuff inside everywhere. So I'm going to vacuum all that stuff out right now to make sure none of it, of course, can get inside the engine once we take the intake and other parts of the engine off. Now I will continue taking the distributor out. Make sure to keep those pieces. Well then. It is seized in there pretty darn good. I'm going to skip ahead and take the intake off then. Also have to buzz off the water inlet here first. Of course, there always has to be a bolt hidden under it. It is pretty thick and gross. Another vacuum off again. Pop off she comes. Dirty, nice and dirty. See inside of there, nice. Ooh. Nice and filthy, of course. Probably didn't receive enough oil changes. Pry this sucker off. The inside of the head itself doesn't look too bad or dirty. Alright, so now we should see if we can pop this sucker off. Hear it, it's gonna pop. Ding ding, just like that. Oil sending unit, I'll pull that out there. Although this wasn't set up for an idiot gauge, I'm pretty sure I'll probably be wanting to install an actual pressure gauge. Give me a more accurate reading of what's going on. All right, have a look inside here. Looks all pretty darn dirty. Oh boy, nice and kind of slimy feeling. That's nice. Nice big huge port, oval ports on these. That's pretty nice. We can focus and see inside there, lobes. They look okay. I'll have to have a closer look at them, especially when I pull the lifters out. Everything else seems to look pretty okay, just dirty. Alright, next I'll probably just take a bunch of stuff off the front of the engine. We'll probably actually have to pull the harmonic balancer to get the timing cover off. First, I'll just pull all this stuff forward here so I can catch all the water that comes out of the water pump. Might as well take off the fuel pump here. It will definitely not be getting reused. Same as all of the push rods will be kept in exact order. All right, now for the other side. All right, now here we're going to carefully take out all of the lifters. If we can get them out here, we should be able to, yeah, they're just going to pop right out for me. We're going to all take them out, of course, in absolute order. Keep them in that same order in case the camshaft is still good and we can reuse it. There we go, perfect, it came out. Now, of course, we're going to inspect all the bottom of these and see what kind of wear patterns we're getting on the boop. On the bottom, you want to see nice, make sure there's no kind of damage. These ones seem to be a little bit caved in the center. Other than that, all the signs and wear marks look pretty darn good to me. Ooh, that one pops right out. All right, opposite side now. Okay, that sucker tight. Yeah, that one came out good. Gee. Okay, she's coming. Nice. Ah, nice. Whew. All right, lifters out, not too many major difficulties. Looks like somebody replaced it a little while ago, but it's still pretty loose. It's definitely going to get a new one of these as well. Now back to the distributor. Why it's not coming out? Oh good, we got to turn it. Whoo-hee. Probably hasn't been touched or changed in who knows how many years. Wow, there was no oil in the oil filter. Next, I'm going to take off the exhaust manifold. One of the reasons why I wanted to take the engine out and do some work was a couple of the bolts were broken here and there, and I could not get the broken pieces out of the head. I tried and tried. It was just too difficult while I was in the vehicle, so I decided, you know what, we'll just take the engine out, fix up a few other things, inspect some stuff, and fix those broken bolts at the same time. It's so much easier on a welding bench instead of in a vehicle upside down. As we can see right here is one of the broken bolts I could not get out. And I think that's it for this side. We'll see how the other side here goes. Oh, there's a broken one. Well, great. That one might just be coming with the head, and we'll have to get it off afterwards. Alright, next I will take off all of the rocker arms. I will put these all on the bench and keep them all in order. Just in case there are any problems, I could diagnose and research what was happening. Alright, next off, we'll take off the cylinder head here for the driver's side. Alright, here we go. Alright, well, we'll look inside the cylinders here. Oh, that's good. I feel absolutely zero ridge inside of there. Have to really see if we could get some light. Now it's kind of hard to see, but I can still see some of the original cross pattern. Now, we'll look at the top of the pistons here. Most of the pistons look pretty darn clean. Like I said, this thing was propane for a long time. That's a lot easier on an engine. I don't see anything stamping that it's been bored over, oversize of any kind mark. So I'm hoping it's still standard. There's zero ridge. Maybe just the slightest tiny bit. But those pistons even look pretty good. Just need to be cleaned up. All right, now we'll do the other side. Now, of course, this one will be a lot heavier with the header on there. We'll try one more time here. Nice, we got it. Bam! That's how you do it. And here you can probably see a couple more broken studs. But luckily I have a quality welder, so I can just bang those right out. Again, same thing, no ridge on the top. You can just see a nice crisscross pattern in there. The rings hadn't quite wiped it completely out yet. So that's definitely a good sign. Alright, next I'll take off the oil pan here. I'll do it while it's upside down because you just know a whole bunch of gunk is going to want to fall out. Alright, good. Now we'll turn the engine over and see all that goopy bottom end. See how ugly and dirty it is. And of course, a whole bunch of stuff will pour out of it. Ooh yeah, pin back in for safety. Look and see what we got. Everything's been stamped already. That might just be from factory. It does look incredibly greasy and grimy. I might just take the oil pump off and replace it just for safe measures. I'm gonna look down inside. You can see inside the screen how it is just absolutely disgusting. Now everything inside looks pretty darn good. Looking inside all the pistons themselves. And if you look right inside here, if you can see right inside there, you can still see a very nice crisscross from the original. I think everything looks very, very good. So now we'll just buzz off the front timing cover here and look at the timing chain itself. Now there's a whole bunch of silicone and stuff already all over this. So I'm guessing somebody might have already done the timing chain. Booyah! All looks excellent. If we look down here at the timing chain, it is absolutely worn out. That thing would have been ready to just skip a tooth anytime. But look at that, that's crazy. Well, it was time for some love. As you can see, everything in here looks just fine. Nice large valves. Everything just looks really dirty and just in need of a serious cleaning. Alright. Alright, so how do I think it is? I think it is probably just like he said it was. It's probably a pretty low kilometer block. It's just somebody never took care of it. You got no oil changes or any kind of service like that. And it's borderline. If you had kept driving it, it probably would have started to disintegrate pretty quick and probably would have been just used up and become just crap. But we'll be able to clean it up really well and give it a little bit of love and attention and probably turn it into a really good engine. I think the pistons will all be fine. I'm going to keep those all in with the original rings. Just clean up the rest of it and put it all back together. Thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for the next video where we'll be cleaning everything seriously and having further inspections to make sure everything's okay. Thanks for watching. Bye.